Good morning. I'm Lori and I am talking to myself in the kitchen. The puppeteer behind Lillah talks, except when George comes and plays along, and that's Mike. And this is Lillah. Good morning. I am not a ventriloquist. Ventriloquist? Ventriloquist. My lips move, and that's why I'm hiding generally when you see Lillah talking. So today I wanted to show you a whole bunch of my awesome puppets. We'll see how many we can get in. We'll see. I'm going to unbag a few. Maybe we'll do that first because everybody loves a good debagging, unbagging. You're rude. That's what I'm here for. Sit Lillah to the side. She might have some commentary. I don't know. Let's look at my puppets. So I think the first thing I want to do is show you this bag of puppets that was gifted to me by Frank at the Youngville Sales Barn. Finger puppets. Leon Trotsky. This is what he showed me. Leon Trotsky. We got Che Guevara, Barack Obama, Nelson Mandela, Mahatma Gandhi. So I am no good at the voices. But look at this guy. Oh. He's got great furry hair. Furry hair. It's like when it's that close. Can I get closer? Yes, I can. Hello. Look at, who's the maker of these? I'm sure you've seen these before. This is Nelson Mandela finger puppet. Unemployed Philosophers Guild. I believe that this was the collection. I remember this Philosopher Guild. Anyway, this guy. And I don't know how I might use these in my shows. They've kind of been waiting around for me to make up my mind. Oh! Oh dear! Sorry, buddy. That was rude. Anyway, as I was saying, I kind of want to just make them characters. I don't want to make them do what they're supposed to be doing or what you would expect them to do. Do you know what we call that in our house? We call that a flavor saver. Rude. But then I kind of feel like, what the heck would I do? Like who? I mean, I'm going to offend somebody because that's what we do now, right? However, what could I possibly have? Can this guy just show up as a neighbor? One of Lillah's neighbors? Oh, hey, Fred. How are you? Oh, good. Oh, wait, he needs a voice. I'm great. Have you seen my newspaper? Wasn't it left on your front porch? It's gone now. Like, can you do that with him? I don't know. And then Leon. So, I mean, right? Like, oh, he's got this groovy little beard. But like, could you just make him into your neighbor? Your, like, mad, crazy neighbor. He looks like a flasher in this. I love their hair. All right, so that was a set that was gifted to me, and I think I'm going to put it back in the bag. Poor guys. No! I mean, it probably started in all kinds of places. I think where a lot of this started was the Muppet Show, because who didn't sit and watch the Muppet Show after school? I did. I watched the Muppet School. It was a school. I watched the Muppet Show like into my teen years after school. It became a thing. Your face is so dirty. What have you been into? So, and then a couple of years ago, I saw a thing come up on Facebook that Jim Henson's studio or school was doing training for puppeteers. But you had to be between this X tall and this X tall, and I fell way under how tall you needed to be. And I just thought, at the time, I think I was reading Elizabeth Gilbert's Big Magic, and it was like, just do the thing. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do the thing. And so Lillah came home with me. However, Lillah wasn't the first puppet I brought home. What? What? It's true, darling. This was the first puppet I ever took home. And now I sit in a pile, getting dusty. I haven't decided what he's going to do yet. I feel like I've kind of been waiting for either the voice to come for him or to find, look at how long your neck is. Like, are you a zebra? A zebra. Are you a giraffe? Gerald, the giraffe. See, that's not right. So, I feel like I've been waiting for, like, one of my people, one of my tribe, one of my friends to kind of come along and be like, will you consistently play puppets with me so you can be the voice of this dude? So he's lovely. And, so dusty. But I just never decided what to do with him, and he never had a voice. See, that my mouth is not... So anyway, he was the first guy that I brought home, and Lillah came on his heels quite quickly. This is something that I recently got from the thrift store, and I haven't even busted open into it yet. Oh, there's a wee princess. I may remember her. She came from, oh my God. She's an Ikea puppet, and she came with Angus. Oh my gosh. I feel like my fingers might be too big for these guys. And I'm a little woman. What the? Oh, there's so many dirty jokes here. There's a little elastic inside these guys to hang onto your finger, and I could barely push past it. It's in the bag. They're so cute. I'm really digging these guys. And I think for a little while I wanted like a small playhouse or a small puppet theater, really tiny. Ooh, oh, I'm sorry. Hello. Little monkey. He's gone. And a wee ducky is in that bag. These, they say made in China. These guys are really well made. They've got like a little elastic. That little elastic really hangs on, so you're not supposed to flip off like Monkey did. Monkey's flipping off. Rude. We got a hippopotamus. I am the hippopotamus. My lyrics are bottomless. Please don't sue me. I totally thought this was an elephant. It is not. It is a mouse. It is a mouse. And it's about to scale, this guy. He's to scale. Aww. Little bunny foo-foo jumping in the forest. Something about your head comes off. I don't write this stuff. People who work in kindergartens do. It's a one-eye frog. He only got one eye. I think he's going to become a supervillain. Because when you only have one eye, clearly you need a patch. And once you get a patch, that's it. You are bad guy ribbits. Bad guy ribbits. I always imagine these guys to be really mellow. Tag is showing, dude. Everybody knows I'm made in China. Everybody. Again, I just want everything with a nose to be an elephant. Okay, what is this? Help me, people. Is this supposed to be an aardvark? Is it supposed to be a pig? What is this? So clearly it's been a long time since I paid any attention to zoology. I don't recognize. Hello? Hello. Full of fuzz. Ooh, oh, crown that's crooked, dude. Hi. Hi. is not interested in that princess at all. Maybe they could just be siblings. Maybe it could be like, stop touching me! Stop touching me! Stop touching me! Mom! Shut up! You're gonna get me in trouble. There'd be some boxing right now if this were me and my brother. Okay, so that was that bag of toys. If you've been watching, you've seen Roberta. She's my Folkmana's puppet. She's lovely. Everything about her is lovely. The garden is coming along nicely, and everyone has been participating in the pulling of weeds. The ants are delicious, but they won't leave the greens alone. Excuse me, I had a little burp there. So what's happening with Roberta to make her work? Hello. Is I've got thumb in here, I've got pinky in here, and I've got my middle finger in here. Rude! Do you kiss your mother with that mouth? Yes, I do. This guy came from the thrift store. This was going to be one, and somebody made him. Somebody made him with love. Look it, he's stitched, he's out of felt, he's a flasher. Ooh! And he's got googly rattly eyes, which is the best. I think, oh, he's losing an eye, I think. Anyway, he's a puppet that I feel like I do want to use him with Roberta, but I also feel like, oh look, he's got a groovy tail. I feel like he's pretty much like he's stitched and glued together. If I abuse him too much, If I abuse him too much, he's going to fall apart, and so I've been hesitant. From the back, he looks like a gingerbread man. Okay, I sit her on the couch just to freak the cats out. He's a Wrinkles. Oh, and his shirt, cute dressed a little. He's a Wrinkles. I bought him from the thrift store. He's covered in fur like everything else in this house. And I always imagine these guys to have a little bit of a dopey voice. Got a little, but I don't know how that translates. So while I'm editing, I'm going to figure that out. Every day is the same. Like he wants to be, even though he's dressed like a kid, he kind of wants to be an old dude already. Like he needs a baseball cap for this oddly shaped head. Do you guys remember Wrinkles? He's in pretty good shape. He's got like, his outfit is the original outfit. His Wrinkles tag is awesome. He's got a cool little tail. So he's just in there. Oh, you're so cute. Oh, you're the little puppy. Look at me with those weird eyes. This is a bigger version of the same thing. Look at her. Look at her. Her tag, I think that this was the price tag was on her tag, which is like, God, rude. But she's a girl, and I feel like she's going to be a little girl, unless I redress her. What? Ain't she going to get a little bit of a higher pitch voice? Maybe? I don't know. Look at the workmanship in there. Oh. She also arrived to the thrift store in amazing condition. So just to be clear, I've worked at the thrift store for 7 years. That's a long time. I know. And so, I mean, all these puppets haven't come in at once. Puppets don't come in very often. And I don't see them every single time because I'm only part-time there. So these guys come in. Though. This came in, my heart skipped a beat. My inner 7-year-old jumped for joy. I feel like I was maybe 7 or maybe 10 when these guys came on the scene. And I feel like when I was 10, it was Cabbage Patch Kids, right? So I think that I felt like I was beyond the puppet. I just really couldn't get behind this because all I wanted was dollies and Cabbage Patch Kids and Barbies. I was into Barbies. No, right? I just want to be a puppeteer. Puppeteer. You're not supposed to move the top when you're puppeteering, though. Look, they wouldn't let me into the school. What do you want from me? I have only myself to learn from. And my tongue. And my tongue. Oh, I can't. How do you do it? My tongue is hanging out. It's not good. So there you go. I think I just solved my own problem. There. I don't need no school. But if you'll have me, I'll come. I'll wear platforms. So none of these extra babies have names yet, because I've yet to spend a whole lot of time playing with them and figuring out their personalities. But she is also so good. Oh, no, that mouth. I also don't know how her eyes translate. I might have to give her some lash extensions. They're $80. How are you going to earn your keep? $80? That's really expensive. I like me the way I am. I like you too. I feel like this guy's French. I don't know if it's because he's got a bonhomme thing going on with his white little berryness, but I believe, oh, she may be some French. She's got a little, she likes to hang out where there is ice skating and Cirque du Soleil. Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. But the hat stays on. She might be an evil genius too. Another frog. This is the frog prince, the one that you kiss. You heard me. In case he's going to be a prince, I would set you up the nicest terrarium frog house. If you didn't turn into a prince. I've done it before. Ah! And again, my fingers are doing. He's just the elephant neck. These guys were floating around the bottom of the bucket. I haven't really settled on what that's going to be. And finding clothes. This is like an infant's 3 months maybe I'll get her in. I'm so skinny. I feel like she's got teenager on her right now, and it's just because of the this and the ponytail. Oh my God, Mom. I will do the dishes later, okay? Stop stressing me out. But I feel at one point I was also going to turn her into a tarot reader because that pleases me. I was going to turn her into a psychic. That is so weird. I am not going to touch the tarot cards. Yeah. She's got a great movement in her mouth. Yeah. I am totally not going to touch the tarot cards. I want to breed horses when I grow up. You're amazing. She's really well made. But again, I can sew. I want to say it's because I'm lazy, but it's not. I got 3 jobs and some bizarre hobbies. So weird. I'm going this way. Get out of my way. Get out of my room. Ah, you don't respect me. Angus. He's Angus. And normally he gets up early in the morning when my voice is already quite gravelly. The tomatoes are amazing out there. And it's all my doing. I'm the only one who picks the weeds. So he started off, he was supposed to be Scottish. And then sometimes he slips into Irish. And then sometimes I feel like there might be some Welsh in there. Are you faking this accent the whole time? I'm Canadian. But he's from Ikea too. So, there you go. I'll work. He's Biff. Because everybody who works and is a puppet is Biff. Since I already have a George. Look at him. He's got some tools there. He's got his tools and his fluorescent safety gear. His safety goggles that never ever go on. So Biff is going to have to be on lunch all the time. Maybe you could hold the road signs with your happy smiley face. Smiley happy face. Can't do much with these guys. Every time they talk, you got to move them so everybody knows who's talking. But cracks me up. It cracks me up so much. You know, when I was a kid, or when my kids were kids. I have kids and they won't play with me. sky. If you don't have a green screen, la 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 la. He's just a nice puppy. With the, takes some weird coordination that is nearly impossible when your baby face. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Adorable. And this is the last one that I can find. I feel like there are more in the house, but these guys have all been jumbled together. I think sometime in my life I must have watched a dragon movie where the dragon was dopey and lovely. It may have been Pete's dragon, not the newer version, like the old cartoon version. Because every time, this guy, he's not suave. He's not suave. He can't keep his tongue in his mouth. Can't talk that way. I want him to be a bit of a valley boy. The other day, I was totally skateboarding. Or maybe I was surfing. It was gnarly. How you doing? Are you feeling all right? Not feeling good myself. Oh, oh. Because I collect puppets. You are incorrigible. Pardon. So that's my collection right now, as far as I know. There might be one or two hiding in... There is one hiding in the house. He's upstairs for reasons, because I love him. And you know what? I'll have to introduce him in another video. It's a puppet collection, and that's what's happening in my world. And I feel like, again, I read that book, that Elizabeth Gilbert book, Big Magic, and it was just do the thing. And so I thought, you know what, I'm just going to do the thing. I'm an adult, I swear. And do you remember when you were like 6 or 7 or 10 or 11 and you were like, I'm going to eat ice cream for breakfast when I'm an adult. I'm going to play all day when I'm an adult. And then we get here and we don't do it. Why? I just refuse. I refuse to, I still pay my bills. 3 jobs. But also, play. Play is so important. And Lillah has been the best therapy ever. All right, this was a long one. It certainly was. Long-winded. Never shuts up. Lordy, lordy, lordy. And it's early in the morning. And I have a whole handful of things to do in terms of adulting. So I guess we got to put the puppets away and do some adulting. You should probably bathe also. I know, it's early. They can't smell me from here. It's not good. Nasty. I know. Anyway, leave some comments below about who your favorite puppet was and what you'd like to see me do with some of these puppets that are nameless and haven't had a job yet on the channel. It's just time, adulting. Also, we're working on our first 100 subscribers and of course, in addition, our first 1,000 subscribers, because that's when the good stuff starts happening. So, subscribe! It's free! And we'll be able to connect to see what kind of storylines you want to see or what kind of things you want Lillah to get into in the thrift store. She's become less sweary, have you noticed? I am happy! Mostly. Anyway, thanks for hanging out. Subscribe. No pressure, if you wanna.